everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. It's Friday, July 15, 2022. I'm here to speak about some breaking news that's happening right now, in case you haven't heard. And one thing that I say to you guys, is that everything in life will come to light, right? Everything you do in the dark will come to light eventually. And if you have been watching my videos for some time now, I want to say thank you. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and share this video. So we have a situation right now going on with Ricky Martin, okay? I'm sure everybody knows by now who he is. Very famous Latin singer, he also sings in English, obviously. But Ricky Martin right now, he's already 50 years old, right? And something's going on with him and one of his family members out of Puerto Rico. So the breaking news is this, right? So apparently one of his nephews in Puerto Rico is put a restraining order against Ricky Martin because of they've been having, apparently, let me read this to you, and please, this is sensitive type of subject, so just bear with me. Okay, under the allegation made by his 21-year-old nephew, it is said that he ended a 7-month relationship with Martin that the singer did not take well, consistently reaching out to him and loitering outside of his home. So apparently Ricky Martin was having a relationship, a sexual relationship with one of his nephews in Puerto Rico, okay? So I know this is gonna shock people, okay? When we put celebrities on a pedestal, right? We never believe that these people can do anything wrong. We understand that Ricky Martin is, he married, he has his life partner. I know he adopted kids years ago. This happened years ago. But apparently, this battle is set to begin July 21st, meaning that if this is all true, that the nephew, the 21-year-old nephew, put a restraining order on him because he ended the relationship. He says in a lot of details that I'm not going to get into it, but you can probably understand where it's coming from. The nephew's name, let me just tell you, his name is Dennis Jadiel Sanchez. He's a male, okay? He's a male, 21-year-old male, and he's the nephew of Ricky Martin. And he's saying that he put a restraining order against his, uncle, Ricky Martin, because he decided to end the relationship that they were having. And Ricky Martin didn't take that easy. He didn't take it well. And he will show up to the home and try to, throw garbage and stuff outside of his home, harass him also. So let me just tell you, the allegations. So Ricky Martin already came out and said the allegations against Ricky Martin are leading to a protection order are completely false and fabricated. This is what his representatives say. If this is found to be correct, right now they're in delegations. The battle says to begin July 21st, so today's the 15th, so you can only imagine how fast this is coming. And under the Puerto Rican law, allegations of incest are taken very, very seriously. We know that this is his nephew, and if proven guilty, the artist could be sentenced up to 50 years in prison. Okay, this is crazy, okay? Let me just tell you something, guys, about Ricky Martin. And like I said, I have to be careful what I say here. When you look at what happened with of his beginning, Menudo, right? The Puerto Rican band of young kids, Menudo, very well known, and something happened a couple years back, some years ago, right? Excuse me about the noise, that they were saying that some of the members of Menudo came out and said that they were being molested by the creator of Menudo. And, some of them were saying how, I remember listening to their testimony, and it was insane how they were saying how the manager or supervisor was molesting them consistently, okay? And Ricky Martin was part of that, and he never said that he was never abused. He never came out and said anything like that. And now we see his nephew saying how he had a relationship with him. And like I said to you guys, everything you do in the dark will come to light, okay? And I do believe 100% people who are victim of sexual abuse, if they don't somehow, and I gotta be careful what I say, obviously, if they don't somehow get free from that, overcome that, because it's a very painful thing that can happen to anybody, especially in that age when they're a child, okay? And we understand menudo, and when people, young kids join boy band and they're basically being handed out to adults, and the family is like, you're gonna be famous, go ahead, do everything this man says, right? And they're being taken to multiple countries, multiple cities, work, 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 and then they're around all these adults that are new to them, and then years later, then we hear about allegations of abuse and all of that. They can deny all they want. I think it's like the story repeat itself. This is not the first time that we hear something like this, right? So when the Menudo story came out, that some of the members said, yeah, they used to sleep with the supervisor or whatever, like some of the producers or whatever. This is a consistently type of story in Hollywood, in the music industry. This is not nothing new. And the reason that I'm bringing that up is that Ricky Martin, that was his beginning. That's where he came from, right? And then he came out and he said that he was homosexual, and then that he married, he married his partner, and then he adopted kids. And now, years after, now this Ricky Martin is 50 years old, right? His nephew is saying that they had a relationship that lasted for 7 months, I believe, right? And now, because of he decided to end it, Ricky Martin basically lost it and went crazy on him, and he been harassing him and all of that, and that's why he put the restraining order on him. So this is shocking, guys. I mean, lately, in case you haven't noticed, we have been seeing a lot of things that we believe as the public to be the truth, and then eventually it's not the truth, right? So the good thing about that is that you don't want to be lied to, okay? You want to see people for who they are, right? The case about, Weinstein and Bill Cosby, and then we have the case of that lady, right? The Jeffrey Epstein case, and so many celebrities that deny, and then when they have the proof right in front of them, really what they're going to deny is right there in the open, right? And like I said to you guys many times before, that a lot of people, for fame and fortune, they sell their soul, and they want to, they want to do whatever it takes to reach that level of fame and fortune. And the reason that I'm mentioning all of that is like, it's a painful situation that the nephew of Ricky Martin, his name is Dennis, right, that is going through right now, because he's basically going about against somebody who people put in a pedestal, right? Everybody puts celebrity in a pedestal. It happened when I told you guys about Selena Quintanilla, right? Nobody can say anything negative, even if you're not saying anything negative, but if you're saying something against that person, then you're being seen as something negative. So in this serious case of Ricky Martin's nephew accusing him of, molesting him, whatever, having a consensual relationship, Ricky Martin with his 21-year-old nephew having a consensual relationship, and the incest and all of that, right? This is crazy. And one thing I tell you guys, we have to pray for him, because this is all coming out, and like I said, he's basically fighting against such a powerful force that Ricky Martin is, right? The fame and all of that, and people don't want to believe anything wrong about these people, but you have to understand where he came from. He was part, he was like, if you look on here on YouTube and you look at videos of Ricky Martin when he was like basically a baby, the youngest of the Menudo, right? And he was basically doing tours with these people, right? Like they have all these adults managing all these teenage boys and all of that, bringing them everywhere. You cannot help but think maybe Ricky Martin was also part of this type of abuse that happened in that group band. Okay, you cannot help but think that. And then, like I said, if people don't overcome that, they eventually do it to somebody else. That's just the reality. And I'm not saying anything like wrong, right? So, and now we have, years after all of that came out, menudo, all of that. And years after, now we have the nephew of Ricky Martin saying things like that. Why would he say something like that about Ricky Martin, right? Why, like, if you think about it, what would be the motivation? People might say, oh, it's just money, he just wants money. The thing is, like, we have come to a world that doesn't want to believe anything bad about celebrities, right? You want to believe that he's the beautiful man that sings and he would never do anything wrong. You have to understand, we're all humans, you're right, we all make mistakes. And I feel like this is another thing that has come up to the float, right, so unexpectedly, for him to be in the news about something like this. And look at it right now, right, being all brought to light, and now coming so fast, because in 6 more days the case is going to be decided, I guess, in a court in Puerto Rico, because of the restraining order that the nephew had to put up against his own uncle. So this is the situation right now. Let me know what you guys think, right? I know it's a lot. I know it's a very sensitive subject, but all I'm saying, like I said to you guys many times in a lot of my videos, is like, everything you do in the dark will come to light. That's why you think that you can hide it for so long. Like, look how many people are being persecuted, like, years after, right? That lady, the Jeffrey Epstein lady, who would have thought she was living the life, right? Attending all these parties and doing all these things. Look how she's ending up right now in jail for something like that, because these people, because of money and all of that, they think they can get away with so many things, right? Let me know what you guys think. Thank you again so much for coming back to my channel. Have a good night, everybody. God bless. For coming back to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and share this video, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day, everybody. God bless. Hi everybody, this is Julissa. I'm here to invite you to my podcast, JulissaDesigns, and it can be found on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. You can join me every day as I make episodes of the latest news, real life stories, and I also share my favorite Bible verse. Hope to see you then. God bless.